Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News in association with Cutting to the Bull and the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, and as always, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And Pete.
Hey.
You won't leave. He hasn't left Mike's sofa. I like that idea.
I don't. Well, more for his sanity than anything else. Having to put up with me 24/7.
It's alright, you got an Xbox, I'm alright.
The despicable things that you must have seen. And the unspeakables.
Unspeakable
I've been in the army and the navy. Nothing shocks me.
I have a quick first opening message. Weird news where we find shit that we find on the net that we think's hilarious or weird or strange or freaky or terrible or macabre. Then we find and we present it to you. And this is one I found. It's a short one, but I love it because I like wrestling.
And I've just seen the caption. It looks amazing. I can't wait to hear this.
Now, the controversial prophet Odumje, I'm not going to get the name right because he's Nigerian. Chukwuemeka Onahama, popularly known as Prophet Adumiji. You know what? I was going to struggle with it, and I picked it. I knew I was, but it's not the point. It's not the point.
Call him Prophet.
The prophet,
This prophet dude.
Odumji, that's better, has said that he won a belt in an international spiritual wrestling championship after defeating Satan in a closed-door match. And he is parading around with a fucking World Championship Wrestling belt on his shoulder. There's a picture of him lower down. Let's just look at the picture. There he is. You can find this online, listener. Just type Pastor Fight Satan, Wrestle Satan. You'll find it. You'll find the picture. And there he is with his international spiritual wrestling title.
I want to try what he smoked.
According to Pastor Odumije, he went for the said wrestling match to hell alone,
Up down there.
hard done that, and he emerged victoriously. The said spiritual match had no referee or spectators, just Satan and Odumije. A video posted on social media shows him displaying the championship belt he claimed to have won. You can find the link to that. I love the fact it's a no holds barred match, so there's no ref, right? There's always a ref. Someone's got to take the count. Yeah, who was taking the count? Because even if they get knocked out, you still got to have a ref there to end the match. Someone also has to start the match.
I hate to burst your bubble, Ben.
No, let me carry this on. Right? So someone's going to count it. Who are you going to have that's impartial in that scenario?
Saddam Hussein.
No, because he's having sex with Satan.
Saddam.
Gandhi.
Gandhi's in hell, putting in hell's fire.
Purgatory. We need somebody in purgatory.
He's a hell. He's a Hindu.
Oh yeah, he's in hell.
The Christianity is the right religion in this
Maybe
scenario.
Bill and Ted would have been the referees.
Death.
He could be a good
Death will be the ref.
Death, doesn't it?
Someone's got to ref it, is what I'm saying. Someone has to ring the bell. I had to start the match. Someone has to ref it because you've got to account. Are they using the tables, ladders, chairs, barbed wire bats, kendo sticks, everything? This dude against Satan is presumably no holds barred, so there's no knockout, there's no disqualifications, nothing. You can use whatever you want. There's probably swan dives through tables. There's bats. There's steel chairs. There's everything. There's, oh my God, what's he? If there's a commentator, I like to think there's some sort of demon commentator. Prophet Ademi, he's off the top of the cage. Oh my God, he's been saying to the table. Oh, that's horrific. What do you think, Methuselah?
Where did it go on?
In hell. Closed doors in hell.
But I went down to hell. He popped down there to have a little...
In a spiritual wrestling match.
So basically, he meditated on mushrooms or something along those lines.
Probably just some kind of LSD. The guy's making millions in from gullible people.
And that was his trip.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't even think
And
he's
then
that, mate.
then he went online and bought himself a wrestling belt and
I
went...
think he's just a liar, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, either or.
And he just said it because it sounded cool.
I love his belt. Can we just look at the belt again, please?
Where's he from?
He's from Nigeria.
This was reported on the 31st of December. So
It
this is what
was-
he was
it's-
doing on New Year's Eve.
This is what he was doing on New Year's Eve. This is his New Year's Eve. Look at the bell. I love it. He's like, yeah, I'm no international spiritual wrestling. I bet down hell beat Satan. No odds bars, baby.
You got to have some balls on you to say
You
that.
have, haven't you? And look how packed his church is. You can see in the pictures. There's loads of
Mate, he
people
must
there.
have some big balls anyway, because he went and had a wrestle with Satan. So hard as nails he is. I wouldn't want to fight him.
They were picking the thumbtacks out of his spiritual self's back for fucking hours.
Oh dear, that's hilarious, isn't it?
I love it. I couldn't leave it out. It's a little one, but I had to put it in there.
Golden, mate.
There's someone's gonna make a joke with that. There's a little one, but I had to put it in there. It's what Mike says. Didn't Mike say
Moving swiftly on. Church or parish council says sorry after wording error on minibus, rebrands group as the Anus Society.
It's in it just for the headline. This is the joke. This is my pure art teenage humour. It's
That's
best.
when they open the door, it's his anus.
Yeah.
Quality.
Amazing. Councillors at Churchill Parish Council were left red-faced after discovering that when the door of their community minibus was opened, the phrase Churchill Anus Society was spelled out. The unfortunate wording caught the attention of Christmas shoppers in Weston-super-Mare over the weekend.
I bet they were shocked.
Oh, gutting.
One resident, who wished to remain anonymous, was doing some last-minute food shopping in Asda in the town when he spotted the bus. He said, I just had to take this picture while Christmas shopping at Asda. Wonder how many more amusing words out there when opening sliding doors.
Or if they'd have watched the Grand Tour's latest special, they do exactly that in their French rally race. Oh, it's a long-running thing on Top Gear.
Well,
isn't
they did it on the train, didn't they, in India?
Yes, and again on the when they did their 24/7 round endurance race in Silverstone in the third hand BMW.
That's right, yeah.
It was penis stone and something anus cake or something like that. And when you open the doors, it's a penis and anus. But the Churchill Anus Society is full of elderly disabled people. It's Christmas. At least I couldn't resist. I just couldn't.
That's a good one.
Okay, NASA is hiring priests to prepare humans for contact with aliens.
Now, if that's not dodgy, I don't know what is. It's almost like we've had our soft disclosure, now they're asking the priests, and we mentioned the other week on the Air Force Base meetings,
Yep.
organised religion. How can we spin this so the church is okay with aliens? It's almost like they're gearing up for the end of season 2022, isn't it? Of human civilization.
Yeah. So NASA is enlisting the help of 24 theologians as a part of its efforts to determine how different religions around the world would react to contact with aliens. A reverend is already working with NASA. Andrew Davison, a British priest and theologist of Cambridge, who has a degree in biochemistry. He should be on the COVID bandwagon, shouldn't he? You know, instead of dealing with this.
No, he's doing fucking cool alien shit for NASA. I wish one had offered me, hey, do you want to work on the COVID board? I've had a job offer from NASA where I can go and discuss the impact of alien first contact on religion.
Maybe he's
I know which one I'd rather talk
that
about.
COVID's come from aliens, and then he's got to break it to the, you know, he's got to work the theologists and all that lot, and then break it to the religions, and then it comes out that COVID is an alien.
How can we spin this to the Buddhists?
Yeah.
What about all those pillar things that kept appearing at the beginning of COVID?
Oh, the monoliths.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them were fake though, weren't they? By the end.
We did quite a few on the monoliths.
Yeah.
It was almost weekly at one
Yeah.
point, wasn't it?
This time next year, we'll all be bowing down to a statue of an alien god.
Is that
That's
your
my prediction.
Alright, Nostradamus.
Hail Zircon!
Ruler of Thesp and Earth. Emperor. Yeah. Well, maybe. This is interesting because they've done the soft disclosure. Hey, we don't know what these things are. And now we're like, hey, one of the main reasons for not revealing alien contact is a lot of people are religious. How's that going to work? If all of a sudden there's aliens when only God's created man.
The Pope said.
Yeah, but still, you've got to create loopholes or find loopholes in some kind of fucking Bible quote.
Because he's come out and said that if aliens are real, they're just part of God's creation.
Yeah, but you got to explain that then to everybody else.
Well, the Pope is pretty good at that.
No, yeah, the Hindus aren't this is the Pope, are they? The Buddhists aren't this is the Pope.
Well,
The Protestants don't listen to the Pope.
Well, they
got their own version, haven't they?
Yeah, they got their Dalai Lama and...
So, alright, we'll get them all together. We'll see what happens.
Royal Rumble!
And now that's a Royal Rumble I want to see. Who was
Pope,
it?
the Dalai Lama, I don't know, Prophet Muhammad or whatever.
Whoever's the guru and the Sikhism. And you have like the guy from Scientology. I mean, how many world religions are...
Right, nutcase.
My money's on the dude who still believes in Odin. Still, just thrown out there. Maybe it's they're hiring, they're getting the background work done.
This could be the start of disclosure.
Yeah.
Could be. Okay, next up.
So the suicide machine that kills users in the blink of an eye, legalized in Switzerland. And why the fuck not? A coffin-shaped capsule that allows occupants to kill themselves has passed legal review in Switzerland according to its creators. The Sarco machine can be operated from the inside, conceivably just by blinking if the person suffers from locked-in syndrome, and works by reducing the oxygen level in the pod to below a critical level.
Yeah, I think this is a follow-on to
Ah.
the original, and it was going through the courts or whatever.
Well, excellent then.
The process takes less than a minute. Death occurs through hypoxia and hypercapnia, which is intended to allow a person to die relatively peacefully and painlessly.
Well, fuck, well, yeah. Well, assisted suicide is legal in Switzerland, and roughly 1,200 people used the services of euthanasia organisations Dignitas and Exit last year, and that's what I'd fucking do, in all fairness, if I was come to that.
Yeah.
I think the choice should be there for people.
Yeah.
So do I. Nothing more.
Mitigating circumstances.
Nothing more than we owe ourselves.
I don't think you could run into it on the day.
No.
You've got to put in
You've got to be terminally ill, or you don't want to go
Yeah,
through the
yeah.
last stages of it. You know what?
You can't just sign up if you're feeling a bit depressed.
No.
Yeah, I don't think you could just go. I say on the day, it's going to be something that you'd book a sort of an appointment.
Like you say, you've got to be terminally ill, no hope for recovery, there's no life for you.
You come in, it's the hospice at this point, or you've got days left, and you just go, I'm going to go out early, I'm going to avoid all the shit.
Yeah, or save some cost.
But I do want to put it to you that 2022 is the year that Soylent Green was effectively in 2022.
Oh, the film?
Yeah.
So what was that?
Have you never seen that?
No.
It's Charlton Heston, 60s man.
Something like that. I've only got vague memories of
He's like a
it.
detective, and he finds out that people are being fed other
That's
people.
right,
They're going
yeah.
into suicide machines,
Yeah.
and then they're feeding
This
them to the
Soylent
population.
Green,
Yeah.
which is like a cheap food source, but it's got all the proteins and nutrients you need, is actually people who go into these suicide machines.
Because food is scarce in this future.
Yeah, there's more people, so you just get recycled if you kill yourself.
He finds out at the end of the film that they're feeding the dead.
Well, I have
So
heard
they're
about McDonald's burgers not being the best quality of meat.
But they're not that bad.
Yet.
Yeah. At the moment,
Allegedly.
allegedly. I would say allegedly. Now, both firms at the moment use a liquid barbiturate drug to induce a deep coma within 2 to 5 minutes, followed by death. And the suicide pod is a creation of Dr. Philip Nietzsche, dubbed Dr. Death, who serves as the creator of the non-profit organisation Exit International, who are no connection to Exit, the company of euthanasia. The Sarco, short for sarcophagus, is designed to be towed to a location of the user's preference, such as an idyllic outdoor setting, and then the biodegradable capsule can detach from the base in order to serve as a coffin. Dr. Nietzsche has faced opposition from opponents of euthanasia, in part due to the methods used. Somebody that said that Dr. Nietzsche, the quote is against Dr. Nietzsche, and he says, gas may never be used as an acceptable method for assisted may never be acceptable method of assisted suicide in Europe due to the negative connotation of the Holocaust. So Dr. Nietzsche said that, Some have even said it's just a glorified gas chamber. That's talking about the other ways of doing it.
Okay.
This is just
I don't know,
lowering
whatever's the
oxygen.
quickest and most painless.
But
Surely,
if it's choice, then who gives a shit?
yeah.
If it's the quickest and most painless way to get gassed, if you're choosing that method, then how is it anything to do with the Holocaust? If somebody's putting you in there and gassing you without your consent, yeah, totally. But if it's your choice, then fuck it, it's your choice.
That's it. Whatever's the quickest and easiest and most painless way to go, please.
Yeah.
How would
If
they
you
look at
could
this?
like stick some kind of laughing gas or something that just makes you go, oh, life's good, and then you fall asleep, and then the next thing you know, you just don't wake up. So you don't even know that. That's it then. Just go to sleep, happy, never wake up. That's got to be the best way.
Yeah.
Of course it is. And I think we should have that right to do that if we're terminally ill or we've got locked-in syndrome or something like that. You have the right to do it. Why not? It's your life.
Yep. Okay, moving on. Woman 39 is thrown around like a rag doll by enraged hippo at South African petting farm.
Damn dangerous hippos, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn dangerous.
When you think petting farm,
I know, a hippo.
you think
Come and
goats and
stroke me.
lambs.
Yeah.
How big was the
South
hippo?
African, like.
What the fuck do they expect? It's a fucking hippo.
It also ripped her cousin's stomach apart.
Jesus.
Natasha Vrani, 39, from Alberton, alleged she and her cousin, Belinda Newman, 62, were attacked by a hippo while visiting Jessica's place in Hoedspruit, Limpopo, on November the 14th. The world-famous nature reserve, run by Tony and Shirley Joubert, is home to two hippos. Jessica, 21, and 9-year-old Richie, who Miss Vrani alleges attacked her and her cousin. The two hippos were rescued by the couple when they were young and have lived like children in the house ever since. I've seen this on TV.
Come here.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think I've seen.
Yeah,
this as well.
fucking hippo sleeps in the bed, doesn't it?
What?
It's
How
like
big
a
It has
super
big
king-size bed.
mattress.
It's a
a
fucking
big mattress
reinforced
on-
bed as well.
Nah, it's
Reinforced
just a big
floors,
mattress
isn't it?
on the floor, basically, innit, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
But it's got a quilt on it, kind of thing.
You gotta have the fucking floor reinforced, surely, to get hippo.
It's all like solid bloody concrete ground.
Oh, right,
It's
so-
all like little steps and levels where you can wash it down easily, and
Yeah, okay.
it's all that kind in it. It's basically so you could literally wash the floor down like you would in a zoo.
Oh my god, did you imagine one of them taking about the fucking house trained? Go to your house train a hippo?
Imagine wake up in the middle of the night and it's doing that shit thing where it sprays you everywhere.
You're gonna need a bit more than like a baby gate, aren't you? To stop them
Stay!
getting over.
Jessica, Richie, stay! Stay! No, you fuckers! I don't know!
Don't shit! Oh!
You'd be more than a fucking poo bag, wouldn't you?
Dear.
One day maybe Ace Ventura emerges on the elder one day this.
Yeah, it's fucking horrifying either way.
Yeah.
One thing I always learned, like my old man was born in Africa, and from a young age it was like, don't be underestimating the hippo. As docile as they look, they're one of the most dangerous creatures in the world,
Yeah, they are.
and
They are.
there's no two ways about it. So yeah.
Miss Frani told Independent Online that she and her cousin were sitting on the Joubert's lawn when Richie ran out of a nearby river and attacked them, claiming he knocked her to the ground and ripped Miss Newman's stomach to pieces.
The owner says something different though.
But owner Mr. Joubert claimed Richie did not attack the two women, saying a wild hippo was responsible for the horrifying ordeal. There are wild hippos living in the nearby Blythe River.
Well, that's a bit irresponsible, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, hey, we've got these two tame ones, you can come and pet on the zoo, but you don't sit on that grass bank next to the wild hippos. Oh, too late. Where's the fencing? Where's you know?
Well, he's claiming that the incident didn't even happen on his premises, and said he put his own life at risk trying to save the two.
Oh, me thinks this might be a claim for some compensation just because she was attacked by a wild hippo and not their trained one.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's them going, well, it's not Richie, he'd never do that. But he did, but he wouldn't do it again. We'll just keep him indoors for a bit. In our reinforced concrete house.
Hippo house.
Well, I'm sure it's going to court and the truth will out, we hope.
messed up either way.
Don't fucking go pet a hippo. That's a moral to that story.
I have petted a white rhino before.
Really?
Yeah.
The baby one, or?
No, fully grown in Edinburgh Zoo.
Oh, right.
Like, literally, it was a wall that was probably 3, maybe 4 foot, and over the wall it went down about 8 foot. So the rhino could walk right next to it, probably about 6 foot tall, maybe, and you could just bend over and give it a pet. And I think it loved it. It would stand there purposely to get stroked, I think. So that's pretty cool.
Right. Final news then.
So
I know something quite nice for once.
Dormouse bridge across railway line could help save endangered species.
Oh, they have to use the bridge.
I'm guessing they design it specially.
Yeah. Because dormice will not travel like roads and things. They'll only travel if it's connected. The forest is connected. So they're getting isolated and, there's not many of them left to breed and things like that.
Well, measuring 12 metres long and just 30 centimetres wide, it is a bridge of miniature proportions. But it's hoped that the square metal tube, set to become the first dormouse bridge across UK railway, could help to save Britain's endangered wild hazel dormouse population from extinction. So yeah, it's a pretty useful little thing if it works. The new bridge, which hopes to connect two dormouse populations in Morecambe Bay, is to be fitted to the side of an existing bridge in summer 2022 on the Furness line in Lancashire.
Oh, just let them die till then. 6 months yet, mate. 6 months.
No rush.
No rush. No rush for the dormouse. We're getting splattered on the railway every fucking week, every day. 6 months yet. They can sustain it. They're learning. They're
in place, haven't they?
And you've got to build it.
Yeah, they're learning. They're evolving.
So it is a tried and tested thing. Japanese design. 3 similar bridges have already been put up in the UK. 2 over the M1 and 1 in St Athan, South Wales.
I don't think you should be limited to dormice. I think every now and again along motorways you should have
Just
animal bridges.
Well, to be fair, I'm guessing there's no like
underneath
bouncer
the bridges
that stands at them saying, "You're not a dormouse, mate. You can't use this bridge."
I
So you'd imagine that
Be a fox,
it's 30 centimetres wide.
Yeah.
So you'd imagine there's plenty of other little creatures that will use it as well.
Yeah.
But it's aimed at these specifically because it's proven that they quite happy to use it. So
they would benefit from the most.
Yeah.
But other animals would as well.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so anyway.
Yeah.
Like a squirrel walks up to it, he's like, ah, shit.
I
I haven't got my dormouse disguise today. Bollocks.
The fox at the door just eats you.
I'm on about it could be scaled up to let things like foxes and deer and
People
anything.
and like
No, not
normal
people.
bridge.
Like, no,
Screw people.
underneath the railway, just
Yeah.
have like
Yeah, but you get
forest
druggies hanging out then, wouldn't you? If you built an underpass under the railway.
No, you would, wouldn't you?
You get all the druggies hanging out there.
in the middle of the countryside.
You get wolves, like wolves and squirrels and monkeys all stabbing each other up, going, "It's my bridge, fool!"
Actually, we have introduced wolves again and bears.
What?
Yeah.
It's a terrible idea.
I don't want to be walking down the street, going to nice little walk up the Wrekin, and a bear comes out.
I mean, let me be.
It's gonna be Yogi, is it?
It is like really in the most sort of like uninhabited places in Scotland and places.
That was spread, Mike.
No,
But
they don't. Not that
they used to
much.
be part of the ecosystem. They brought wild boars back now.
Oh, great! Now I can get gored like King Robert.
Yeah, apparently it's been helping with the wilding of the forests and things again.
Poop and things like that help.
Yeah. Next is wild bison. Apparently, I've read.
Fuck me.
Things
Great.
are massive.
The country's about to go a step backwards.
No, in the most remote places.
And what are we going to do when we need those remote places?
Look, America and Canada live
Hunt
with bears and wolves, don't they?
Hunt them and go, there's too many of them now, we need to bring down the population. You
That's
can
what-
hunt 3 a year, don't worry.
That's what it'll be. There's been sold bear licenses out. It's just a ploy by the wealthy to fucking get the bear population up so they can
They
shoot
get bear
them.
baiting.
Basically, yeah, it's a bear baiting organisation.
Yeah.
Soon as a bear maws a toddler in the woods, We need to shoot a couple of bears.
Thing is, I guess they are concentrating on these particular mice. Though.
Yeah.
The tree-dwelling hazel dormouse population has been steady decline since 1950, but in the last 2 decades, it has halved. Yeah. The species has declined by 51% since 2000 and has disappeared from 17 English counties. A 2019 report by conservative charity the People's Trust for Endangered Species found.
Oh.
And one of the main reasons is the loss of quality woodland habitat. So all these, like things like HS2, which if you're not from the UK, you may not know this, but HS2 is a single railway that's going to be linking from one end of the country all the way up to the top. High speed railway that's like 200 mile an hour.
Yeah, that we don't need.
We don't need it. Our rail infrastructure is pretty shit anyway.
Hasn't been rebuilt since the Victorian times, has it?
If it was ran properly, it could work.
It used to be really good up until the 50s and 60s.
It was amazing. We've got links from London up to the top of Scotland. We got no problems with that, but they decided they have to put a high speed rail in now, so they've spent billions and billions and billions of pounds, taken 20 years more than it should have taken, and it's still not finished.
The thing is, it's cutting through,
and it's cutting through wildlife habitats, and this is why there's a lot of people that try and protest it. It's not right. No, I don't know a single person that wants it.
No, it doesn't need to be done.
I've met lots of people that have said to me,
ordinary people don't want
scrap it off. Yeah, it's just stupid. And this is one of the big problems.
It's for the millionaires, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but think of it. They're saying it's their thing. It is for the billionaires. They're saying, no, it's for business travel. We've had 2 years of a pandemic. We've all been confined to homes. No one's travelled for business. We just do it by Zoom now. So why do you need to travel when you haven't got to leave your office?
Yep.
Exactly.
So why do you need a high-speed train?
Yeah, you know.
But at least the dormice are getting better, though.
Yeah.
It's working as well. It is working.
Oh, good.
There's been 30 dormouse they introduced to Arnsdale and Silverdale area of outstanding natural beauty, and has got off to an excellent start with at least 12 litters born this year. We hope that the new bridge will enable 2 neighbouring populations to create local meta-population in the area, which will obviously increase its gene bank and gene pool and things like that, and hopefully it will help bring this beautiful species back from the brink, because they are well cute.
They are
until they're invading your home because there's too many of them.
Oh, you see that thing in Australia when they had that mouse explosion?
Exactly.
Recently?
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
That was insane.
And then we've got to introduce fucking lynxes.
Terrible, but hilarious as an onlooker.
My favourite
wasn't
one
nice.
lynxes, and then, you know, then we'll introduce gorillas that thrive on lynx meat.
And what about the gorillas? What would you do with them?
In the winter, that's the beauty of it, they'll freeze and die.
What with global warming?
Simpsons in it.
Yeah.
No, it's good to see a nice little story.
Yeah.
Bully for the dormouse population.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. Well, I think that's the end of the show.
It is.
I've been Ben. Thanks for listening. You can follow us on Facebook at Cutting the Bull and the Post of the Apocalypse, on SoundCloud at Cutting the Bull and the PTA, and on, what's the other one? YouTube at Apocalypse Bull.
Yep.
Got it right second time. Ching.
Oh, don't get cocky. Next week, we'll
Ching.
see, shall we?
Ching. Yeah. I said ching fucking ching. Motherfucker. And I want to see the International Spiritual Wrestling match that got that guy's title. I want to see it.
Pay-per-view.
I'll pay it, mate. I'll pay it. I'll send you the fucking money.
Pay it with your soul.
You know what? I'll pay it with my soul. I want to see that guy take on Satan in a no-holds-barred wrestling match.
And beat him.
I want to see it. Show me. And if not, I'll wrestle you and I'll take that fucking belt.
What do you say to that? I've been Mike, thanks for listening, peace out, may the force be with you.
And I've been Clair. Don't be like the Churchill Anus Society.
Don't be an anus.
I've been Pete. Aim high, shoot low.